marriage is still a good thing. The institution by itself is a good thing. Unfortunately, we have poor users, people who are not equipped, people who prepare for the wedding as opposed to preparing for the marriage. We have people who have not even bothered to attend any seminar or any coaching class in regards to relationships, and then they think it will just work out by itself. And just like with any other thing, you want to be a lawyer, you have to go to school. If you want to be a good lawyer at that. You want to be a mechanic, you have to go to the school where mechanics are trained. And just like that, as it is in real life, if you don't go for the training, when you embark on that, begin your journey in that profession, you will fail gallantly. So we have people who are great entrepreneurs but have failed in marriage. You have people who are great professionals, millionaires, billionaires, but they have failed. There was this gentleman I heard of. He's late now, but he used to be the icon of CNN in those days. When you talk about Larry King Live, he was a great journalist. He did so well. I mean, when you say this is Larry King Live, I mean, he was the icon of journalism in his days. But I heard that he got divorced. Not once, not twice, not thrice. If I'm not mistaken, up to 7 and above, thereabout. Check it. If you get divorced once, we'll say it's a mistake, right? You get divorced a second time, we say, okay, maybe something. But when you are entering the third and the fourth, something is wrong. What was wrong? He was a professional. He knew his trade as far as journalism was concerned. But when it came to relationships, he knew nothing about it. Having a good marriage is not by luck. You must be intentional about it. You may not even have a relationship yet, and that's the best time to start learning about this. You're not wasting your time. Let's leave Larry King alone. What about the statistics as it is in Kenya today? Right now in Kenya, I remember when we had the other president before the current president, the subject of single mothers was now an issue. I don't think anybody was born, and then when you were asking, what are your dreams? In your younger years, you said, my dream is to be a single mother. I don't think so. Something happened. Are we together? Something happened. And I want to believe that if they could reverse it, they would choose another thing, not this present situation they are in. Are we together? What I'm simply trying to say to you is that we don't have to repeat the mistakes of our predecessors. We can begin a new, breed of people whose relationships will work. Because this is the truth. Marriage works. Marriage works. It works only if you do it God's way. And so many people want to make marriage work, but outside of God. And that's where the problem is. Your marriage can never work outside of God. When I say outside of God, first and foremost, God as an individual and God regarding his word. It's like I have a mobile phone in my hand, and this phone came with a manual. And whoever manufactured the phone gave me the manual so that I can have the optimal use of the phone. And I discard the manual. And I begin to use the phone in ways not prescribed. E.g., I want to go swim and I'm expecting my sweetheart to give me a call, 6 feet in the deep end. And so I can't put my phone down for a minute. So I take a dive into the pool with my phone, expecting him to give me a call, because that phone call must be very special. And I'll take some photos, and just say, can you see me? I'm the deep end, But then the manual clearly says this phone and water, they don't have a good rapport. So if I put it in water, I have destroyed everything about this phone. And that's exactly what I did. So I come out with my phone and I'm wondering now, why is this phone not working? And I start making all the noise. I'm going to sue XYZ company. I'm going to demand a refund. Then I start saying things like, all phone manufacturers are scams. That's how we talk about marriage. Marriage is a fraud. Marriage is a scam. The question, did you follow the manufacturer's manual? Did you? Because if you did not, then you don't have a reason to complain. Help me look at your neighbor and tell him or her marriage works if you do it God's way. Say it to yourself again. My marriage will work because I will do it God's way. What I've simply asked you to do is this. Don't allow yourself to become afraid because of the many people you know that got married the other day and they are no longer together. You are different. Did you hear me? I want to repeat that. Please don't entertain any form of fear because of the several people you know that got married the other day but no longer together. You are different. You have made up your mind that you're going to do your marriage God's way. And God, who is the manufacturer of the institution, says to you, if you will follow my instructions, your marriage will work effortlessly. Just like I'm following the instruction of whosoever manufactured this microphone. Are you with me? The day I decide to use this as a weapon or a tool to dig out, stone from the ground, and it breaks and it malfunctions, do I have a right to complain? That's the problem.